Feral here, and today we're gonna... Can you imagine if Porgs were the Sith Lords? Anyway, we're gonna review K702s from AKG. I've had them for around 6 months now and I am absolutely loving these headphones. So for a little bit of history, I play and record bass, I play a lot of games, and I listen to an awful lot of music. When I listen to music, I listen to a real mix. Metal, hip-hop, even some soundtrack stuff from games and from films. So I needed something that could really accommodate everything as an all-in-one solution. So I came across the K702s, and I'm a little bit fussy, so it took me a while to choose them. Prior to this, I had the Superlux HD 668Bs. They were fantastic headphones. They were quite harsh on the treble, and they weren't the most comfortable for long-term use, but they were a good entryway into audiophile grade headphones. These are a step up in a massive way, so we'll talk about fitment first. One of the things that really drew me in was this auto-adjusting band. So what I do is I get my headphones, I place them on, and they automatically fit absolutely perfectly. No issues at all, no time spent adjusting them, they just fit. Now the band itself is real leather, with the 2 bars running across the top. There is an awful lot of flex in these headphones, and I really don't feel like I'm going to very easily break them. This does bring me to one flaw that I am concerned about though. On each band I have got a very fine strap, this elastic strap here, which does stretch to accommodate the headband itself. Now if they were to snap, I assume that would break the auto adjustability of them. After 6 months of heavy use, I'm happy to report I've not had any such issues, but it's still something that I am aware of, and I'll keep you posted if there is anything that goes wrong with them. So to talk about the pads, I love velour pads, and these are very close to it. Extremely squishy pads, and they are really just a premium comfort pad. They're really nice and thick, and your ear certainly doesn't touch the pads or the driver when it's inside, so that's a nice feeling. They are just a large round shape that will encompass most ears unless you're someone like the BFG. Now they are an open back headphone. What that means is sound is going to leak. It's not an avoidable thing. If you're gaming in these headphones, you're going to have a much more accurate idea of what direction your enemy is in and also how far away they are. They are a reference grade headphone, so it is a completely neutral profile. So on my amplifier, I do have a slight bass boost on there just to give it a little bit of a thump and a kick when I'm gaming. However, for music, I will generally keep it turned off. I do listen to metal and hip hop, and I also listen to quite a lot of soundtracks, so I get a real range of music to run through these, and it's all very enjoyable. The highs are always perfectly clear and there's never any distortion. The mids and the lows keep themselves nicely separated without getting muddy. The bass is lost a little bit if you're used to like a closed back headphone, but again, you can slightly boost the EQ. The bass is always going to have a tighter sound signature than that of what you're normally used to. The other benefit of them being open back is they are a lot more breathable, and this means you can wear them all day and remain super comfortable without getting sweaty ears. And trust me, I do. I wear these every single night without fail, and generally I'll wear them for about 2 to 4 hours. Now if I've got a day off or I've got a day of editing, I can wear them for between 8 and 10 hours and I have no complaints after a long session like that. So it really does go to show just how comfortable these are. Something I'm not as keen on is the 3-point cable connector. Now the cable itself is a nice size, it's quite long and slim. However, I have my mod mic cable bound to it, but I'm just not a fan of proprietary cables. However, in high-end audio equipment, you do often find they have these types of cables just because they are handling a much higher quality signal, so they do need to be a little bit better quality than your average. To address the biggest elephant in the room with these, it's going to be the price. These are £120 just for the headphones, and if you're going to be setting this up for gaming, not only are you going to need a separate microphone, you're going to need a separate amplifier as well. They just don't run that well on their own. I'm currently using a FiO K3 and it's a brilliant little combo together. So when I'm recording bass, I want to make sure it's tight and responsive, and it's really comforting to know that when I'm working on these recordings, I'm getting a very accurate representation of what that sound is without any EQ bias. For single player gaming, I'm just going to throw up a clip I made of me running through the start of Hellblade again, and this is a fantastic game for audio design, and if you haven't played it, you really should. It's in my top 5 games of all time, and it really is a standout piece. In this we have Senua's voice and all the voices in her head coming in from different angles, and it can get pretty claustrophobic, and having that open sound stage really adds to the atmosphere, and it really helps with your immersion.
It's breathing. It's breathing. He knows she's getting closer. He can feel her coming closer. She's getting closer. They're watching. They're watching. They're watching.
This is a journey deep into darkness. There will be no more stories after this one. This is not a place of rest.
Can't do this. Go back. Go back. They're going to do that to you. Can you see them? Can you see them? They're going to do that to you.
6 month on, I love these. They're so comfortable. Again, I wear them every day and I never get sick of them. It always feels like a premium experience putting these on, and I'm never let down by them. While yes, they are damn expensive, they are absolutely luxurious, and every time I put them on I feel that, and that's quite a nice little thing. You know, the sound quality itself is obviously fantastic. If it's designed for studio work, then it's always going to be premium, but the comfort is the real standout factor here for me. These are so comfortable for long sessions, and that's something that I will always appreciate. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed the review, and I'll hopefully catch you in the next video. Peace!